An elderly man picked up a megaphone. He shouted curses at the distant developer boss. They were going to tear down the man's house. That house had been with him through life. Not long ago, the man's partner passed away. One day, the developer's construction vehicles arrived at his doorstep. They accidentally knocked down his mailbox. The man was furious. He hit the foreman with his cane, injuring him. The developer boss looked at the man's house. He already had a plan to evict the man. Son, the man was hauled to court. The police told him, due to his dangerous behavior, he was going to be sent to a nursing home. The next day, staff from the nursing home arrived at his doorstep. They were there to take him away. The man found an excuse to send them away. Suddenly, a shadow appeared in the sky. Many balloons rose above his house. The balloons lifted the house into the air. The man looked down at the ground from the air. The familiar surroundings were fading away from him. He sat there comfortably. Suddenly, a knock on the door interrupted the peace. There was a sudden, urgent knock on the door. The old man looked towards the door. A trembling boy stood outside. Just moments ago, the old man had used a plethora of balloons to levitate their house into the air. The boy entered the house, curiosity radiating from him. The old man hung him outside, allowing him to gaze at the towering buildings below. But the boy was heavy, and despite the old man's efforts, he couldn't hold on to the rope. Fortunately, none of that happened. Suddenly, the house was sucked into a huge, dark cloud. Within it, lightning flashed and thunder roared. The house swayed dangerously in the tempest. Items inside flew chaotically. After an unknown duration, they found themselves floating above the clouds. The boy told him he had a GPS, but in the next instant, he accidentally threw it out. The old man had no choice but to descend the house. They carried the house as they walked. When the boy couldn't walk anymore, the old man dragged him. In the jungle, they encountered some strange creatures. A giant bird heard a call from ahead. It ran forward. Then, a huge airship appeared in the sky. The airship fired a large net, trapping the giant bird. An evil explorer descended from the airship. It took the bird away and set fire to the old man's house. The next day, the old man sneaked in and rescued the bird. The explorer came to stop them, but the old man wasn't his match. They ran to the outside of the airship and climbed towards the top. The old man and the boy successfully rendezvoused. They prepared to fly away with the house. Suddenly, the explorer chased them with a hunting rifle. He shot down the balloons on the house. The house slowly began to descend. The old man used all his strength to hold the house up. The explorer entered the house with his rifle. At a crucial moment, the old man used chocolate to lure the bird to run, but the explorer got his foot caught in a rope and fell from the great height. The old man watched his house drift away, feeling a deep sense of loss. But he wasn't sad, because he had used that house to save his friends.